Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Thursday, October 15th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I make these daily videos so we can all stay on our purpose-driven path, living one day at a time. So if this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. All that info about me is down below in that little dibbly-doo box. Linda the Light side, or you could email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. All right, today I'm working with the wonderful, all week I'm using Gregory Scott's tarot deck. All the info about him is down below. He's a wonderful guy. Check out his YouTube channel. Here we go. Okay, the first card we have, I gotta tell you, this is the most beautiful death card I've seen in any tarot deck, and I absolutely love it. Do you see it? Maybe I need to adjust. I think it's good. This is the death card, and when we get the death card, this is all about transformation, about you transforming yourself, your rebirthing, your coming out of whatever you've been going through. This is about freedom. This is about asking yourself with consciousness, who am I now? Who am I today? With all this freedom to choose, do I choose bondage? You know, some people do. They really actually feel that by being bound by words or by people or old beliefs, like they'll choose that over happiness. So when we see this great open field full of possibility, this is about you transforming and allowing yourself to stepping into the what's next. Where am I going to, what am I going to do with this landscape? How are you going to not just navigate it, but design and create who you want to be now? Now, if you are someone who has given up a terrible habit or addiction or thought pattern or negative people, like you've really walked away from like abusive relationship, it can seem really scary, this transformation of doing it without a cigarette, of doing it without whatever felt familiar before. There is that transformation of how are you going to navigate that party now with not having a cocktail, like just thinking about that. It is the opportunity for you to create something fantastic. So that's the invitation today. It's about your personal transformation, and self-care is a big piece of this transformation. The best care that you can give for yourself, the clearer you'll understand what your needs are. So that's the real invitation here. All right, our second card today is the second of cups, the Two of Cups. So maybe there's a transformation in a relationship for some of you, maybe going deeper into this pure romantic love. Look how he's got a big lion here on his sleeve. He's wearing his courage, his strength. That's the image from the strength card. He's so strong, but just energetically. So this is you embracing love, embracing the love that is within you. Maybe it's you loving your shadow being what is that you're transforming, that old behavior, old pattern, old way of being. This is remembering too that when we have love like this, it's greater than ourselves. That's one thing that Gregory says, is that it's greater than ourselves, that this love that we have that comes out of us, even when we love and embrace that opposite side of ourselves. Maybe you've been in a very warrior mode and you need to embrace the softer feminine side of yourself. When we embrace that and come into a fullness of who we are, of really appreciating that, that's when that love energy can transform. It can change the world. I really believe it can change the world if we get enough love out there. All right, our final tarot card is the powerful King of Swords. Now, he's the last card in the deck here with Gregory in his deck. So having this transformation and doing it with knowledge, as he has his hands on the books of knowledge there. Rather than picking up the sword and fighting, this is about having consciousness, using your wisdom, tapping into that inner strength that can rise above that intellectual maturity of making clear choices. Or maybe it's how you're remembering this love, maybe stepping back into that love with that clarity, with clear conscience, and not fighting. This is about self-knowledge too, knowing how you contribute to this love and how you contribute to this transformation that you want in your life. Maybe seeking that inner knowledge first. Oh, that's where the king comes up. The wisdom, like he's saying to me, he's like, hey kid, go in clear-headed. And that can be what your transformation is about too. Perhaps you're not just racing into something today, but you're allowing that transformation to come with consciousness. That's what I keep hearing over and over again. Okay, our final card today is from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck. You all know her. And here we have Navigating by the Stars. It says, follow your bliss. You've got room to do that. It's wide open spaces out there. What am I hearing? Okay, I'm being reminded that we just had, I didn't even do a reading for it, the new moon. The new moon just happened on the 14th. And this is a great time, the new moon coming up. We're still feeling that powerful effect. Look, the sky is so dark when we have a new moon. We are navigating by the stars. So it is really feeling our way. When it says follow your bliss, it's about navigating those waters, using our feeling body, but bringing with us our wisdom of what we've learned so far up to this point on the path. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. Kind of a quickie, but it's just what is. When we're dealing with big, major transformation, we just have to embrace it as it comes. And it's always a wonderful time. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming to me when I have a lot of space and I don't know what to put in it. So, or the opposite might happen, right? You want to put this over here and this here and this here and this here and start planning a lot of obstacles. So this navigating by the stars, as we have this death card, it really feels like be thoughtful, even though you don't know exactly where we're headed. None of us do. That's the joy of this time of COVID. Go ahead and follow what makes you happy. Having the permission to move forward with that path of what feels good to you, what makes you happy. That's the real invitation. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I love that you're helping support this little community. I love knowing how you're doing, what you're navigating, where your romantic kisses are. Let me know how you're doing down in the comments. All right, my dear, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.